Hey there. So I guess you could call this my PSA announcement. And I am getting ready to put up some pen pal clients here on this platform, but I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up. So far, the majority of them, if not all of them, are in prison for taking someone's life. And I'm hoping that TikTok will do me the grace that I've seen them do with other prison prison TikTok content creators, and that's allowing me to speak freely and just honestly and not sugarcoat things. I've seen other prison talk content creators just say it like it is, and their videos don't get removed. I'm hoping the same goes for me. It's just kind of hard to tell the truth and really put the message out there when you're going. And he was holding a pew pew. Really? Can I just say gun? So that being said, let's cross our fingers. I know that it's a very controversial topic, writing somebody in prison, let alone somebody who has taken someone's life. But I recently had my eyes opened up a little bit more. And this is coming from me, who has been around prison for decades, okay? But I recently ran into a documentary on Netflix, and it had a stupid title. I mean, it kind of really did. And that's why I kept not wanting to watch it, but I finally sat down and did. And it's a 5-season documentary called I Am a Killer. Okay, not the most original title. But most of the people they interview are on death row or were on death row. Okay. But every one of them has something in common. They've all killed somebody, which landed them in prison. Okay. Oh my gosh. My security camera just went off. Sorry about that. But what was really interesting was the way they did the interviews with the inmates. They let the inmate tell his side of the story, then law enforcement, then the court system, like the lawyers, and then they went back into the inmate's past when they were a child and what led them up to where they are today, which is kind of what I was going to do. Mind-blowing, because some of these people, when I say that there was abuse in their childhood, I don't mean daddy whooped on them a little too much. I'm talking documented torture, sexual abuse, like the stories you're going to hear. If you watch this Netflix special, the stories you're going to hear are just going to make you jump up out of your chair. Oh my God. My cat keeps going in front of my cameras. But for someone as seasoned as me, I was even going, no way, no way. And then to see the inmate talk about that to the cameras, to the producers, and then break down and just genuine tears, and being so remorseful for what they've done and trying to correlate, maybe this is why they did it. Now, I'm not saying, of course, everybody has that happen to them, but the reason I'm telling you this is as I'm introducing you to these inmate pen pals, it's going to be up to you to decide if you want to correspond with any. Okay. I will have a pin video here with a link tree that will explain to you how to write them, their address, and it will pull up their website page on the Department of Corrections for their state. It will list their charges, their current charges. I will say this. I'm one of these people that I'm kind of the perfect person to talk about this because I ride along the middle of the fence. Okay. I have no problem telling somebody who's committed horrific crimes that you're a piece of shit for doing that. Okay. But I also understand the other side as far as maybe what it took to get them there. When you're seeing their current charges, sometimes things are not what they appear to be on paper. Okay. And my example for that is when I met my husband, now ex-husband, Tony, he was fighting a murder case. And it said murder, first-degree murder. I mean, it's bad, right? I don't know, but something told me to keep going. And so after I wrote him and met him and he sent me all his discovery on his case, It wasn't that. I mean, yes, someone died, but it wasn't what the charge was. And the state of Florida had overcharged him. They call it overcharging. So by the time I got him an attorney and they realized there was other people involved and Tony didn't, anyways, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Okay. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. Okay. I'm not, but at least hear their stories, hear what they have to say. They're willing to be vulnerable enough to tell tons of people their story through me to you. If you're coming here and you start to hate on them and start saying, stupid crap, I'm just going to block you. Like, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not going to defend anybody. I know it's a controversial topic. So if you're here just to be interested and listen, great. If you want to write one, great. If you don't, kick rocks, go somewhere else. It's like, we're not here for that. Okay. Got that off my chest. Now let me put some of their stories together and you will be meeting, some of these inmates. Right now I'm working on the state of Ohio, and that's who you're going to be meeting first. Thanks for listening, and we will see you on the next one.